Deep within every human soul lies a burning desire, the search for the meaning of life and the transcendence of present limitations. Throughout the ages, amidst the relentless flow of time, we have ceaselessly questioned whether there is something beyond the daily struggles and challenges, a true, unfading value that withstands the passage of time. That journey is illuminated by the story of the Buddha, who renounced the splendor of the palace to embark on an arduous path, confronting the pain and suffering of the world head-on. Before attaining enlightenment, he endured countless trials, from moments of despair to profound realizations about the nature of existence. His story serves as a guiding light, inspiring the belief that the true meaning of life is not measured solely by success or material wealth, but is also found in the journey of discovery, the experience of life's depths, and the acceptance of its profound truths. Understanding the true nature of suffering is a necessary step toward unlocking the door to enlightenment and touching the profound truths of life. Buddhism teaches that dukkha is not merely physical pain, it also encompasses dissatisfaction, anxiety, and emptiness when confronted with the impermanence of all things. To clarify this, let us explore both our own everyday experiences and the inspiring Buddhist parables. Consider the story of Kisa Gotami, a grieving mother who lost her only child. In her boundless sorrow, she sought solace from the Buddha, hoping for a way to escape her suffering. However, rather than offering miraculous comfort, the Buddha instructed her to find a mustard seed from a household that had never experienced death. Through her relentless search, Kisa Gotami gradually realized that loss, sorrow, and impermanence are inevitable parts of life. This story not only illustrates the universality of dukkha, but also encourages each of us to accept and understand that suffering itself can be a catalyst for liberation. Another example is the story of a young monk who, after being separated from his family due to unavoidable circumstances, endured deep loneliness and despair. In those dark moments, rather than being consumed by sorrow, he chose to confront his pain directly, listening to the depths of his own heart. In doing so, he realized that every suffering carries a valuable lesson. This acceptance not only allowed him to comprehend dukkha more deeply, but also served as a stepping stone to purifying his mind and embracing the light of wisdom. Such stories bring the concept of dukkha to life in the minds of Buddhist practitioners. The Buddha once emphasized in the scriptures, "Suffering is an inevitable part of life. Only when we understand and accept it can we move beyond the storms of the mind and attain enlightenment." His teaching serves as a key to self-awareness, helping us see that suffering is not an enemy to be eradicated, but a teacher that teaches us to appreciate moments of happiness and enrich our souls. Through personal experiences and these inspirational stories, each of us gradually learns to embrace suffering as part of our journey toward growth. Only when we recognize suffering as an inescapable reality can we discover practical ways to live a fulfilling, meaningful life filled with compassion. When life seems to sweep us away in storms of worries and uncertainties, the Buddha left us a spiritual map to rediscover inner peace, the Noble Eightfold Path. Imagine a journey where each step is not just forward movement, but a process of self-discovery, a path to uncovering wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness. This path is like a loyal companion, guiding us through the challenges of modern life with practical lessons distilled from the lived experiences of countless monks over thousands of years. Picture the disciples of the Buddha, under the soft glow of the moon, kneeling in the gentle night breeze, attentively listening to his teachings. Every word, every action was imbued with profound insight, from cultivating right view to clearly perceive reality, to practicing right thought to purify the mind and direct it toward goodness. At the heart of this path lies right mindfulness, not only as a meditation practice, but also as a way to open the heart and appreciate the subtle beauty of each present moment. Inspirational stories flow abundantly within the Buddhist tradition. One such tale speaks of a young monk who once struggled with the overwhelming pressures of work and the fast-paced demands of modern society. In his most challenging moments, by practicing mindfulness and focusing on his breath, he was able to rediscover inner peace, gradually overcoming anxiety and exhaustion. As the well-known saying goes, mindfulness is the gateway to enlightenment. These teachings do not merely echo in ancient scriptures. They come alive in our daily experiences, reminding us that no matter how busy life gets, we can always pause, listen to ourselves, and find light even in the darkest of times. The Noble Eightfold Path is not merely a set of rules, but a mirror reflecting the journey of personal growth, a transformation from a restless mind to one that is clear, resilient, and filled with loving kindness. It is an invitation to continuously learn and refine ourselves so that each step brings us closer to liberation and the true meaning of life. These lessons, from right view to right mindfulness, carry the power to turn hardships into opportunities, suffering into creative inspiration, helping each of us live more fully and authentically every day. On the journey toward enlightenment and spiritual growth, the Buddha not only taught us how to understand ourselves, but also emphasized the essential role of compassion and loving kindness. Compassion is not merely an emotion, it is a transformative force that shapes our lives, manifesting through concrete actions, from small acts of kindness to great sacrifices for the well-being of others. Let us recall the image of a nun who devoted her entire life to caring for the sick and the poor, despite facing many personal hardships. Her actions are not only an example of selflessness, but also a vivid testament to the power of compassion. Through her story, we see that when compassion is cultivated and expressed through meaningful deeds, it not only soothes the wounds of the soul, but also forges deep and heartfelt connections between people. The Buddha once taught, "Only when we love and share does life become truly meaningful." This wisdom is reflected in numerous Buddhist scriptures. For instance, in the Dhammapada, he spoke of nurturing the heart with compassion as the path to liberation and inner peace. Imagine a practitioner who, after struggling with suffering and hardship, finds solace and strength through acts of kindness, whether by sharing a meal with the hungry or offering a gentle gesture of care to someone in pain. These seemingly simple actions generate a ripple effect of positivity, serving as an endless source of inspiration for the community. Moreover, compassion is the key that unlocks the doors of forgiveness and reconciliation. When we place ourselves in another's position, truly feeling their pain, joy, and hopes, our hearts expand and conflicts gradually dissolve. This is beautifully exemplified in the story of Venerable Ananda, the Buddha's devoted attendant, who always listened, empathized, and extended help to those around him. His presence serves as a living example of how compassion not only heals past wounds, but also nurtures genuine relationships, strengthening and uniting communities through love and understanding. These lessons remind us that our journey is not only about seeking enlightenment, but also about learning to love and share. When we transform compassion into action, we not only heal ourselves, but also make the world around us warmer and more filled with love. Let compassion be the guiding light that helps us rise above challenges, discover the deeper meaning of life, and spread kindness to all beings. Amidst the turbulent storms of modern life, where we are often caught up in worries about the past and anxieties about the future, a profound reminder from Buddhist teachings echoes: the present moment is the only reality we can truly embrace and cherish. Imagine an early morning when soft sunlight filters through the window. Birds sing their gentle melodies, and you pause to feel each breath. This is the miracle of the present. A well-known story in the Buddhist tradition tells of a student who approached the Buddha, troubled by the burdens of life. He lamented, "Master, I am constantly swept away by memories of the past and fears of the future, and I do not know how to fully live in the present moment." The Buddha smiled, pointed to a rushing river, and said, "Look at that flowing water. It does not stop for the past, nor does it wait for the future. It simply moves with the rhythm of the present. Likewise, each moment you live holds enough life and wonder to make existence meaningful." This teaching left a deep imprint on the student's mind, reminding him that only by pausing and becoming fully aware can life truly become rich and fulfilling. The Buddha's teachings on mindfulness are not just abstract philosophy, but living wisdom, demonstrated through centuries of monastic practice. Thich Nhat Hanh, often referred to as the Zen master of modern times, once said, "Miracles are not found in grand events, but in our ability to live each moment fully." He taught that by focusing on our breath and listening to the beating of our heart, we can discover an inner peace that has always been present, hidden within the simplicity of life. Practicing mindfulness not only frees us from the endless cycle of worry, but also opens the door to serenity and inner peace. Each time we pause to be fully present, even for a brief moment, we gain the opportunity to experience life in an entirely new way, without rush, without distraction from unnecessary concerns. As the Buddha taught, only by fully living in the present can we truly experience happiness. For every passing moment is unique and cannot be reclaimed. This deep awareness has helped countless individuals find solace and joy amid life's challenges. It serves as a key that unlocks a meaningful existence, where each breath and each heartbeat becomes a gentle reminder of the preciousness of life. Let mindfulness be your companion, guiding you to listen to your own inner voice and discover happiness in the simplest of moments. In every contemplative moment of life, when our hearts suddenly raise existential questions like, "What am I truly living for?" or "What is the meaning of life?" Component placement. We begin to feel the pain of dukkha, the dissatisfaction and anxiety that arise when confronting the impermanence of all things. Like an unexpected downpour in the midst of a dry season, this suffering may overwhelm us. Yet at the same time, it serves as an invitation to seek the light of enlightenment and compassion. Imagine, as in the story of Kisa Gotami, the grieving mother who lost her only child, when the Buddha instructed her to bring back a mustard seed from a household that had never experienced death. Through this journey, Kisa Gotami gradually realized that suffering is not the only reality of life. Rather, it is a profound reminder to open our hearts, accept loss, and thus find liberation. This story not only urges us to reflect on the universality of dukkha, but also ignites the belief that, from suffering, the path to awakening is always open before us. The Buddha once taught, only when we recognize the truth of suffering can we walk through the storms of the soul and reach the light of enlightenment. His teachings are not just lofty philosophies, but practical guidance that helps us navigate life's challenges. The threads of compassion and mindfulness are interwoven throughout his lessons, like harmonious notes creating the sacred symphony of life. With every step, whether listening to our inner voice or engaging in acts of kindness, such as sharing and helping others, we gradually enrich our souls and contribute to building a world filled with love and understanding. This journey from existential questioning and the pain of dukkha to the path of awakening and compassion is an invitation for each of us to cultivate our hearts, practice mindfulness, and fully embrace each moment. For only the present is the most precious gift we truly possess. As Thich Nhat Hanh once said, true happiness is not something far away. It is always present in every breath we take. Let us open our hearts, listen to the teachings of the Buddha, and transform these values into tangible actions in our daily lives. Every step on the path to finding meaning not only enriches our individual souls, but also helps create a loving community where everyone can experience the light of awakening amidst the darkness of life. Ultimately, on the journey to discovering the meaning of life, we come to realize that every pain and every challenge is a brick paving the path to enlightenment and spiritual growth. The teachings of the Buddha, from recognizing dukkha, walking the noble Eightfold Path, to cultivating compassion and living fully in the present moment, paint a vivid picture of human resilience, the ability to transform suffering into inspiration, and the power to let go of inner conflicts in pursuit of peace and love. Like a rushing river that always flows toward the vast ocean, every step we take, whether hesitant or resolute, filled with anxiety or brimming with hope, contributes to the grand tapestry of a meaningful life. It is in moments of stillness, when we listen to the whispers of our hearts, that we truly grasp a profound message. Only the present moment, with all its beauty and fragility, is the most precious gift we truly possess. Let the Buddha's teachings be the guiding light, illuminating the truth that the meaning of life is not in avoiding suffering, but in embracing, learning from, and transforming it into an inner source of strength. In doing so, we not only enrich our own souls, but also radiate the light of compassion and understanding to those around us. This is the journey of life, a journey to wholeness, to feeling and sharing love, and to turning each moment into an epic symphony of existence.